Ay. I thought I was swallowing and then I thought I was burping, but I'm not doing either one of those things. I'm trying to say hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Coffee and Headlines. This is our morning get together live here on Facebook where we connect. We connect with each other. We connect with the city, with the state, with the country through headlines. We connect with your questions and your curiosity about Puerto Vallarta. We combine all this information and we come up connected, hopefully better connected to what our city has to offer for us, a community of English-speaking locals. It is great to see you as always, and particularly those of you that are watching live for the first time. If that is the case and you wish for us to give you a nice little welcome, feel free to just write the word new in your comment, and we'll be so very happy to give you a nice little welcome. If there is something really important on your mind that you wish to share with everybody else, we can look for your comment and find it more easily if you attach a capital letter Q at the beginning of the comment. We go looking for those during the chit chat section later on. But first, on this 13th of July, on this Thursday, we have some interesting news. We have news of a new festival that's coming, and I have a shameless plug for a great restaurant here in Puerto Vallarta. Oh no, Luisa gave us a capital letter Q. The Yucatan Expo is in Guadalajara again. Time to get more típico dresses. I'm so sorry that I missed it, but I'm so glad you found out about it, and I'm so glad that you're going to get a chance to enjoy it. So let us dive into the news just to see what's going on out there and take it from there. Where is my news? There's my news, but it's not showing up. But let's make it show up. There you go. Okay, we start with David Zamora Bueno. He is the State Secretary for Infrastructure and Public Works for the state of Jalisco. And he was in town to inspect the progress on Los Muertos and Boca de Tomatlan piers, both of which are expected to be concluded by the end of September. The Secretary was quick to clarify that both projects are made possible thanks to state resources, but also from the 3% lodging tax that is collected locally by the Puerto Vallarta Tourism Bureau. For the next bit of news, first, a little bit of context. Let's say you've been to Costco or La Comer and you're headed south down Francisco Villa, and you're about to turn left onto the Libramiento or possibly continue forward, and you spot this building on the left-hand side of the road. In case you've wondered what that building is, or maybe you haven't, but you may, this is Estación Gourmet, or Gourmet Station. This is the cooking school run by the Guadalajara University's local campus, or CUC, where students can mayor in culinary arts and sciences. Now, the school has been working for a few years now. It's been alive through the pandemic. And one of the original plans for the school was to have a market, a food market. And this is apparently now coming to fruition. People from the university have announced that the open food market that will allow students to hone their culinary craft while providing visitors and locals with the opportunity to sit down and enjoy a meal will finally open to the public in October. They will have 30 different booths that will feature culinary treats from all over Mexico. So this is exciting news because I've known about this and have seen the space for many years, and now it's wonderful to know that this facility will open to the public, and it's near Versalles. Moving right along, we learned that Jalisco Governor Enrique Alfaro took to his Twitter account to inform of a productive meeting that took place yesterday with Mexico President Andrés Manuel López Obrador at the National Palace, during which they discussed water supply for the Guadalajara metropolitan area and the overall issue of public safety throughout the state. Now, Calvin, which we've been following, is now a Category 1 hurricane, but it is headed out the Pacific away from Mexican coasts. What does this mean? Well, apparently it means heavy rains for those of us living here in Bahía de Banderas and nothing more. That said, let us switch over to our carrot weatherman just to see what's going on out there. Oh my goodness! By the pointy stick up. Wait. This needs some. No, let me try that again. By the pointy stick up Minerva's ass. It's fucking sunny. Holy cow! I don't know any Minerva characters that would deserve a pointy stick up their Midlands. The only Minerva that I'm aware of comes from the world of Harry Potter. So I don't know who this Minerva is. Let's go back to the weather. It's 30 degrees. Humidity is at 68%. Our temperature in Fahrenheit degrees is 86. And let's take a look at the weather forecast for today. It says it's going to be humid with mostly clear skies throughout the day. A chance of rain of 28% later on. A high temperature of 34 and a low of 26. Then tomorrow, Friday, clear skies in the morning with thunderstorms in the afternoon. A chance of rain of 58%. A high temperature of 33 and a low temperature of 26. And then Saturday, we can expect clear skies in the morning with thunderstorms in the afternoon, a chance of rain of 76%, a high of 33, and a low of 26. So it looks like a Netflix and chill kind of weekend for me. I don't know what you have planned, but I think I will stay put. Certainly Luna would like that after having taken such a long time out of the house. And I have more great news to share with you, starting with this Ceviche and Aguachile Festival that is coming. Yesterday we were announcing the upcoming Mango Festival, and today we learn about the 14th edition of the Ceviche and Aguachile Festival here in Puerto Vallarta. The event will take place on Saturday, July 29 at Plaza Hidalgo, near Cinco de Diciembre, and it will feature approximately 50 different varieties of ceviche and aguachile as presented by at least 12 restaurants. Now, this event does have a Facebook page, and I'll share it with you in the show notes. But first, do you know the difference between ceviche and aguachile? I thought we would look into some basics about these very traditional dishes, starting with ceviche. Ceviche is a dish consisting of fish or shellfish, marinated in citrus and seasonings that originated in Peru and Ecuador. Ceviche is not a Mexican creation, although it is extremely popular here in Mexico. And what is a Mexican creation is aguachile, which is similar to ceviche. It is a traditional dish from northern Mexico made of shrimp, submerged in liquid seasoned with peppers, lime juice, slices of cucumber, and onion. And of course, because it has fresh peppers, it is spicier than ceviche. So they are similar, but not the same. Ceviche in some places, and I suppose aguachile, I'm not sure. Ceviche is usually enjoyed cold or room temperature, but there are some places that serve it warm. My preference is to have it cold, so I always make sure that I announce when I order it that I want my ceviche to be not warm. Although some of you may like it warm, what do I know? Now, let us imagine for a second that you are completely new to ceviche and you go to this festival and you fall in love with ceviche or aguachile. Or let's imagine that you want to give it a go before the event is taking place, because this is not going to happen for another week and a half. And I have to tell you my shameless plug for the best place in town to get ceviche, and they now have two different branches, is La Mara. La Mara opened here in Versalles a few years ago. They now have a new location in Emiliano Zapata at the end of Basilio Vadillo, right on the beach. And whether you go to the location in Versalles or the one in Emiliano Zapata, La Mara elevates ceviche and aguachile to an art form. It's the only thing they serve. So they have a bunch of different varieties that are very unique and flavorful and delicious. So if you are here in Puerto Vallarta or are planning to come to Puerto Vallarta and you wish to enjoy great ceviche, you can find ceviche in a lot of places, but I am shamelessly biased by the ceviches from La Mara. And I'm going to leave their Facebook page in the show notes. Of course, the Versalles branch is located in our Versalles for Foodies map, so you probably already know it. And let's see what else we have. I have one more news item to share and a couple of reminders. First, we are reminded that 17 years ago, the agave landscape and ancient industrial facilities of tequila joined the list of the UNESCO World Heritage Convention. We're talking about 34,658 hectares that are part of an expansive landscape of blue agave, which has been used since the 16th century to produce tequila and for at least 2,000 years to make fermented drinks and cloth. So if you've ever taken the highway to Guadalajara, the toll highway, either by car or by bus, you've probably seen kilometer after kilometer of these beautiful fields. And in case you're wondering, here's a curious fact about the agave fields. It takes an agave plant between 6 to 8 years to mature so that it can be harvested and used for tequila production. So it is fascinating when you're going down the highway to see the different stages of maturity of the different plants. And of course, if you make a living growing agave, well, you need to make sure that your land has agave that is in different stages of maturity so that you can always have agave to be used for harvesting for tequila. There is interesting information about all of this in the World Heritage Convention website, and I will leave that link in the notes for you to enjoy. A final reminder of my opera an introduction presentation this afternoon. If you're in town and you want to enjoy a little bit of musical knowledge in an air-conditioned room, you can find me at the Joint Co-working Hotel starting at 5 o'clock, and we'll go on until 6:30, 6:45. Another reminder, of course, tomorrow is Friday, and it will be the happy birthday 1-year celebration for Hecho a Mano PV at Casa Guadalajara in Versalles, which should be a lot of fun. I'm going to try my damnedest to be there. And of course, we are about 2 weeks away from our summer meet and greet, which will take place at Whiskey Kitchen on Tuesday, August 1st from 6 to 8. I certainly hope we're going to cross paths at any one of these gatherings. And now let us rewind our comment tape just to see what we have for today. Lots of good mornings and one good afternoon from David. And good morning to Luisa and Karen and Albert and Paula and Sherry and Doug and Sly and Brian and Carlos Papacito. Good morning to all of you. It's always a pleasure to read what you have to say. Chris says 163 days until I return to Mismaloya. Good for you. Robin, it is great to see you, and I hope you're enjoying your newly acquired freedom now that you have passed on Pig Out Groceries to our friend Gina from Whiskey Kitchen. What are you going to do to keep yourself busy, Robin? Please let us know. It is great to see you here. A great way to keep busy. Let's see. Pirim pam pum pam pam. Pirim pirim pim pim. Uh-oh, Logan has declared something. I've declared this is the summer of coconut water. Sensación térmica plus humidity are going to be off the charts today. Stay cool, everyone, and most important, stay hydrated. That is great advice. I read about the storm you guys got in Guadalajara last night, a big electrical storm. I hope your appliances are okay. And yes, the ceviche looks delicious, Karen. I love ceviche, and I certainly hope that many people do. Minerva is a Roman goddess of arts and war. Well, why would snarky weather be sticking things up a Roman goddess's butthole is a mystery to me. Albert loves the ceviche and aguachile at La Mara. I think, Albert, you have great taste. Love it. I want ceviche cold, says Karen Miller. I cannot stand warm ceviche. It just gives me the yucks. Yuck. Let's see. Definitely, Karen. La Mara is an amazing place, and I have no qualms in recommending it for ceviche because that's the only thing they have. It is absolutely heavenly. Barbara says, thanks for the recommendation. Anytime, Barbara. That's what we're here for. Joshua, are you getting ready to teach your class or what? I'm a big fan of Joshua and his tie-dye goodies. Let's see what else we have. But there's another cue. Has anyone heard how Amy is? Yes, I have, Pat. I got a nice birthday greeting from her, and she's taking it one day at a time. She's a brave girl. She's improving little by little, and there she goes. I will keep my eye on Amy, and I'll be happy to share the information. Let's see. Mateo from Mexico City recommends a video on the YouTube channel called Soy Tapatío, commemorating Jalisco's bicentennial. Excellent. I will definitely look this up. Thank you very much for the recommendation. Paco, I apologize. However, please remind me how I get into show notes. Upload or what? Very easy, Spencer. I saw that you asked this the other day and I responded to your question. All the show notes are located on the website paco-ojeda.com. The address for that website is always included excuse me, in our broadcast, and that should help you to find the show notes. Let's see. Parim pam 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 pim pirim pim 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 pim. Where was the second location of La Mara? Well, the good news, Paula, is that you are going to get the show notes where you can find their Facebook page and you can learn everything you want about this beautiful restaurant. And Joshua says there's still spots available on his class. If you want to learn how to do tie-dye, there you go. Just get in touch with him and he will put you in the right place so that you can tie-dye your own garments. And I think we are almost done. Please send loving and caring thoughts to Amy for me. I'll be glad to do that, Liz. And I'll do that next time I speak with her. And now I think we are pretty much done with today's broadcast. As always, it is a pleasure to connect with you. I am off to put together the final details from my opera presentation this afternoon, and then time to start looking for great news and stories for tomorrow. As always, I thank you for your support. Oh, now I cannot reach my sign, but it is up there. If you'd like to support our content, you know how to do it. And I see a comment from Cliff that I missed because this just arrived. For anyone wondering about whole house surge suppressors, there are units that can be mounted behind your electric meter, usually available from your electric provider. Thank you very much for that. And thank you very much for your company. I will see you again soon. Thank you.